शिवाय చేతుల మీదుగా తీసుకోవడం చాలా ఆనందదాయకం. మీరు ఎప్పుడూ మీ జీవితంలో తల్లిదండ్రుల పట్ల ప్రేమ, పెద్దల పట్ల గౌరవం, వృత్తి పట్ల నిబద్ధత, సహాయం చేసిన వారి పట్ల కృతజ్ఞత, మాటల్లో నిజాయితీ, పనుల్లో నిష్ఠ, మనసులో మానవత్వం, తప్పుల్ని అంగీకరించి దిద్దుకోగల పరిపక్వత, సమాజానికి తిరిగి ఇవ్వాలన్న బాధ్యత కలిగి ఉండాలని ఆ దేవుణ్ణి ప్రార్థిస్తూ మీకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను. శ్రీ భగవాన్ సత్యసాయి చెప్పినట్టు ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఈజ్ క్యారెక్టర్. ఉన్నతమైన విద్యతో పాటు ఉన్నతమైన వ్యక్తిత్వం కలిగి ఉండి ఉన్నత శిఖరాలను అధిరోహించి మానవ సేవనే మాధవ సేవగా భావిస్తారని ఆశిస్తున్నాను. చివరగా కన్న తల్లి ఉన్న ఊరు మరవకూడదు అని అంటారు. కన్న తల్లి ఉన్న ఊరు చదివిన కళాశాల మరవకూడదు అని నేను అంటున్నాను. ఆ దేవుడే ఇలా అందరినీ ఒక దగ్గర చేర్చాడని నేను గట్టిగా నమ్ముతున్నాను. మీరు దేశ విదేశాల్లో ఎక్కడ సెటిల్ అయినా, ప్రేమించినా, ద్వేషించినా కన్న తల్లి లాంటి కళాశాల మాత్రం మిమ్మల్ని ఎప్పుడూ ప్రేమిస్తూనే ఉంటుందని ఈ అవకాశం.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ ఇన్వైటింగ్ మీ హియర్. ఐఎమ్ వెరీ మచ్ హ్యాపీ టు బీ హియర్ టు టేక్ పార్ట్ ఇన్ ది సెలబ్రేషన్స్ టుడే. First of all, I want to congratulate all the graduates who have graduated today, all the students, and I wish them a very bright success in the future also. So I have one piece of advice for you. So physiotherapy is a very excellent branch of medicine, especially to treat the musculoskeletal disorders, be it in the neurology or neurosurgery or respiratory medicine. So please continue to take this journey ahead and continue to do your post-graduation also, because knowledge is very, very essential, and unless you have a sound knowledge, it is very difficult to treat the patients. Always be compassionate towards the patients. Every time when you treat a patient, think that the same problem, if it arises to your family members, how do you treat that patient? So with that in your mind, always you should be very compassionate towards the patients in treating the patients. Also again, anybody who has a good knowledge, he will do a ethical practice. So I request all of you to do a ethical practice. Don't resort to malpractices. Anybody who doesn't have a knowledge will only resort to malpractices. So always please do your post-graduation, continue your studies further, and then help the patients. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thanks for the...
First of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude towards my professor, my mentor, Dr. P. Chandrasekhar sir, the Vice Chancellor of NTR UHS. Thank you very much, sir. It is a great honor for me to share this stage with my mentor, with my professor, with my teacher, with my guide, and now in the most honorable position as the Vice Chancellor of NTR UHS. And here I am a simple and humble student to him, and I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude towards sir. Also a heartfelt gratitude towards Dr. Bhaskar sir, because when I joined as a deputy superintendent, of course I was a neophyte, and it was sir who gave me few tips and words of inspiration to go ahead with the position, and that he will always inspire me, and he will always lend his heart and his mind to help me out in all the issues. And with that bold step, I am continuing as the deputy superintendent of Super Speciality Hospital, Anandpur. Also all the members on the dais, and now coming on to the most honored students today, the graduates of BPT, Bachelors of Physiotherapy. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to you all. For after all those 4.6 years of toiling, struggling, and burning the midnight oil, today you all are the conquerors, the graduates. A hearty congratulations to you all. And also I would like to extend my congratulations towards the parents of all these graduates, especially who have also struggled and sweated it out for their children. Also congratulate the dean, the principal of this great institute, Sri Kasturi Institute of Physiotherapy, both graduation and post-graduation. and also all the professors, assistant professors, and all the mentors who are present here. At the outset, I would like to thank the Dean and the faculty and all the members of all the committees, the organizing committee who have chosen me to be present over here. I have a few words for the graduates today. I am called and asked to give a few words of inspiration to you all. Well, I don't think it will be a big pep talk or a big lecture because you are on the verge of celebration and I don't want to bore down with big lecture. After all, I will give a few tips or say a few words of inspiration for you all as graduates. First slide, please. What is BPT? What is Bachelor's of Physiotherapy? Next slide. It's a graduation degree after 4.6 years. Well, the first 4 years, you all are shunted from here to there, from college to the hospitals, learning clinics, and all the practicals. And the 0.6 years, that is the half year, you have done your internship in the respected hospitals. Who is a BPT? He is a highly skilled healthcare professional. He may not be equivalent to a doctor because the prefix doctor is a matter of ambiguity to them and it is not allowed according to the national convention. But of course, you are a allied branch and allied healthcare professional who is highly skilled, who has learnt human anatomy, who has learnt human physiology, kinesiology, and all walks of life of a human being. Next slide, please. Now, what next after you become a graduate? It's a situation of dire stress. Someone may feel confused on the way you are very happy you are a graduate. In the meantime, the other side of the coin, you may be feeling a bit confused and ambiguous. What is next? Okay. We also sailed in the same boat after our MBBS graduation. What next? So I am here to highlight a few avenues or few platforms on which you can embark and you can continue your journey. Some of you might have taken this physiotherapy by choice, or some of you might have taken it as a no choice, out of compulsion. So now leave aside all that, you are a graduate today. So what next? So physiotherapy, it is P and T. The P for physiotherapy, no doubt, but it is for patience and passion. You have to develop a passion towards your profession now. T for therapy, no doubt, but now it is your track. So you have chosen a line, you have chosen a track, and you have to go ahead on that with resilience and determination and confidence and with all the attitude and characteristics. Next slide, please. Now first is a clinical opportunity for you. It is a general physiotherapist where you will embark on a platform for a clinical practice, maybe your own or in a clinic or in a nursing home, a multi-speciality hospital or super speciality hospital or a totally corporate setup where you are a general physiotherapist. By and large, you will visit all the wards, all the AMCs, all the ICUs, SICUs, super speciality ICUs, cardiac ICUs, neuro and neurosurgery ICUs, pediatric to geriatric, where you render all your services on a generalized basis. That is all your department. So you go on for all walks of life, all walks of medical faculties. Now next is a super specialization or a specialization in the same wing, and we start with the cardiac, which is the the hike in disease now on vogue, which is a cardiac disease because of change of lifestyle and because of lack of ergonomics, because of the dietary habits, all these things, there is cardiac diseases on rise. So we go by the preventive cardiology where we can avoid such cardiac diseases lest our country becomes the next global capital of cardiac diseases too. So here you train in a specialized way for a cardiology how we should prevent a cardiac disease. For example, the patient is having obesity, study his BMI and enlighten him on what kind of exercises, for how long according to his BMI, how long he should go on, and you train and you get a rapport with the person and you help him out in having a healthy life and a healthy heart. The next is, there is neurological department, as sir already told, neurosurgery and neurology, where your role is most important. You have 80-20 principle here. 80% you concentrate on the soft tissue for a preventive mechanism, and then when the disease is going on, you have to put your 20% in how to cure or how to give a therapeutic modality to that, and later on it will be a rehabilitation setup. For example, all the post CVA, the recovery period, cerebral palsy children, how you go on a rehabilitation modality. Next slide please. Next one. Now you have pediatric. Most of you would have seen that Tare Zameen Par. So where a child has, that age group starts from 3 years till 12 years, where the child has a delayed milestone, maybe because of musculoskeletal disease or maybe because of the mental disease. So the discrimination is done by the pediatrician, the clinician, and then you get a referral. At that referral point, you discern what is wrong with that child, whether it is musculoskeletal or purely starting from the higher neurological centers. So you discriminate that and go on shaping the life of that child, starting with the preschool age group, the childhood, and then to adulthood. Well, most of the autistic children also and the mentally retarded children, they are mentally retarded maybe or maybe introverts, but with their physical activity you can bring their minds to act. You can activate their minds and also shape them into a total personality. The next slide please. Now you have respiratory medicine, where your role is very pivotal, because without respiration we are no more. So how to treat and how to prevent the respiratory diseases. On the preventive basis, we take a lot of help from you all as surgeons, because you have to train them how to improve their lung capacity, all the deep breathing exercises, and if they have the productive cough, how to bring it out in a various modalities of chest physiotherapies, the vibrations, the positional drainage, everything. And because of this pre-operative modality, we have very good surgical results, because they continue the same thing in the post-operative period, and it has less anesthetic brunt on them, and they come out very fast with good results. So you can specialize in respiratory medicine, absolutely visiting respiratory ICUs, RICUs, and the rest of the ICUs. Next slide please. Now we have Well Woman Physiotherapy also is an upcoming branch. Well Woman, how to make a woman well from adulthood to the reproductive age group, then to a womanhood and adulthood, postmenopausal and geriatric. Well, it's a long journey where you train them. The diseases like PCODs, premenstrual problems, postmenstrual problems, all these things can be totally dampened by the pelvic exercises, and during pregnancy you can prevent, because it's a hypercoagulable state, the deep vein thrombosis by the typical leg raising exercises, leg folding exercises, where the soleal pump, the peripheral pumps well, and they avoid this DVT, deep vein thrombosis, which is a terrible disease. The next is pelvic floor physiotherapist. What is pelvic floor physiotherapist? This is also a specialty, or rather it is a super specialty, which is applicable for male as well as female in various modalities. For females, well, you can avoid the stress incontinence. What are the exercises for the neurogenic bladders and for the prolapse and for the pelvic muscle weakness? Well, after the reproductive age group, this exercises, how to begin, how to end, where to stop, all those things. And same thing for a male also. The pelvic floor exercises are very important in shaping their muscles and training those muscles for future, how to use those muscles, how not to misuse them, how not to disuse them, all this kind. So this is a pelvic floor physiotherapist. Next slide please. Now you have sports medicine. This is the most lucrative and most important and versatile upcoming branch where you be a part of the team. Just like recently we have Women's World Cup and we won that, and that's a great honor, a big feather in our cap. So like that you will become a team of an academy, various kinds of athletic academies or sports academies, and maybe it is cricket or basketball or hockey or football, and there you play a pivotal role in shaping them prior to the game. What are the soft tissue exercises they should, how to warm up, how not to misuse their postures, ergonomically what is the right posture for them while at game, off the game, how to train themselves, and also some injuries, small injuries or big injuries, how to tackle them, how to reshape them again back to the team. This is what you also become a part of that team, and this is very lucrative. As I said, they have very good monetary benefits and remunerations, and also you will get to see a lot of countries where you go along with the team, you are a part and parcel of that team, and you also shape them in winning great honors and great tournaments to our country. Next slide please. Now you have ergonomic physiotherapy. You can well embark on this branch. Ergonomics means what is the right posture for our body, what is the right posture in sitting position, standing position, or for example lying down position, or at working place what should be the distance, hand to eye coordination even for the surgeons, and you train them and you embark on this branch also is very lucrative. And you can go on to the equipment, ergonomically designed equipments for software chairs, office chairs and hospital beds, everything. So this is ergonomically oriented physiotherapy branch. Next please. You can be in with collaboration with the anesthetists for pain clinics, because nowadays the generation is so impatient and little pain also we can't bear. We just go to a doctor or a physician and we tell our sorrows to them and they are prescribed some medications. Well, it's a lot of stress nowadays because the society is demanding and the youngsters are having all lot of kinds of pains, headache, body pains, this, that. Maybe it's an excuse to avoid some works, or it is a stress that is causing them. So there you enter in collaboration with anesthetists and you run a pain clinic where you go on with him and help them out in tents and various other infrared therapy or ultrasound therapy, all these kind of things which are not invasive but they may be having placebo effect, or it will remove their psychological stress and get them on the right track. So this is also a very good upcoming branch. Next slide please. Is over? Okay, so it's okay. Then we have geriatric, the most neglected part of our life rung, where we achieve our old age. So it should not be so, where the children, the students and the employees should take care of their own parents, as sir said rightly. Kanna tallini marchipovakudu. So we should never forget our parents, because if they are not there, we are not here today. If our teachers are not there, we are not here. So we should have a lot of gratitude towards them, look after them with tender love and care, and to avoid their geriatric injuries, the stress factors, what are the exercises, what distance they should walk depending on their age, the decade of age, and their muscle mass, on their body mass index. That itself is a science, and it is a big platform for you all where you can embark on that and go ahead and become a specialized geriatric physiotherapist. Well, last but not the least, of course, you have to become an academician, where you go on with the masters in physiotherapy, you go on the teaching side and bring out lot more physiotherapists in various walks of life, various faculties, train them and leave them to the society where they can work for other hospitals. So that is being a great academician, and also research oriented fellow, where lot of data collection, analysis, paper presentations, attending conferences, communicating with other colleges and institutions of physiotherapy, arranging some academics, arranging some important classes, conferences, lectures, where it's an ongoing learning process. And the next one and the last but not the least is government organizations and NGOs. Basically, they work for good rehabilitation centers. So where you can dedicate yourself and train yourself to be a rehabilitative physiotherapist, which is very important, because we don't, once the cloth also tears a bit, we put a stitch and we try to use it. Nothing is to be thrown. So the person who has lost his limb or lost an organ or maybe handicapped or having some difficulty, but then we cannot neglect him because he is also or she is also an important member of the society. So we have to rehabilitate them into the society once again as a productive and useful person. So this is rehabilitative physiotherapy. And next is the global opportunities, where you can write the competitive licensing exams. You can embark on USA, UK, Australia and Gulf and other countries where you can render your services. You can get highly sophisticated units there and specialty wise units where you can learn your skills from your foreign colleagues and better yourself, either settle there and you come back and part your knowledge in our mother country and do good to the nation. And last but not the least is entrepreneurship, where your mind, you should apply your mind, you should tickle your mind, you should give exercise to your mind and think how to be an entrepreneurship, how to start an institute or how to start a company. So like this, so it may be a business mindedness to start with, but then after all at the end of it you are rendering service. So I don't want to bore you all with further boredom and monotonous speech, but then as young graduates, you have to have a good character, a sound mind, healthy body, represent yourself as a fit person, but then you can render your services. Follow your ethics with the female patients, with the male patients, elderly, geriatric. Your attitude counts. Greet them with a warm smile, welcome them and render your services. So as Satya Sai Ji told, his mother used to say, it was a famous quote, Buddhiga Baduku, Shuddhiga Jivinchu. You have to be wise and live. You have to work very hard. There is no shortcut for hard work. And Shuddhiga Baduku, your mind and your soul should be pure. Pure in heart, pure in mind, pure in body. So with this kind of attitude, if you remain resilient, if you remain grounded, you can withstand anything. Some hurdles may come on your way, and failure is never a failure in your life. It is only a stepping stone to your success. Today's failure will be a success tomorrow. You have to learn from that mistake, come again, rise again, and do your best and shine in that. So once again, for all your young graduates, I congratulate you all once again, and I hope I have inspired you enough. If not, also I am always there. You can just come across and you can share your thoughts with me, and I am there to guide you all. Thank you one and all, and thank you to all the members on the dais for bearing me.
Institutions, allied specialties, and when Prahalada came long back, almost when met him at Kurnool along with a good old friend of Vital of Kurnool, have promised, and recently they have confirmed, and they are very sure that I should be there in this function. I am happy that I have come over here and see the institutions. So apart from I got under the university, I am the 12th Vice Chancellor of Dr. NTR University of Health Sciences, and various predecessors have done their job. After taking over from 25th April 2025, and almost I have completed 6 months of Vice Chancellorship. 50% of the medical colleges have completed. Still that Anantapur Government Medical College is there. I have been visiting, and even apart from this, I have been visiting the allied specialties and also a College of Nursing of various specialties. To tell you that we are very progressive, particularly our Chancellor, Honorable Governor, is very positive in the approach, and also our Honorable CM, Chandrababu Naidu vision. We are going ahead about the almost quantum physics, AI technology and all. And I'm happy that this institution will grow leaps and bounds further. And also I think the BSc College of Nursing has also started 3 years back. Definitely will give affiliation to this college even for the post-graduation and all. I'm happy this college, apart from the graduation, postgraduates and PhDs are also coming out. And I should appreciate Benedicta. She has given a lucid picture how the physiotherapist to be. And you have to be a positive in a thinking. Always you plan ahead 5 years. Then only, like Abdul Kalam says, you have to dream into thoughts into reality. So one day it will come. I think the sports medicine is the one which is very, very important. And apart from this, you have been very useful even for palliative care. Apart from the geriatric care, what she has told, palliative, that is terminally ill patients, you can help them and all. So I wish you all, congratulate all the graduates who are taking the patas of this 20th batch of Kasturi College of Physiotherapy. And I wish this institution will grow further under the leadership of the principal and also Prahalad and other team staff members. And this year, I think there is 100% to congratulate this college for bestowing 100% results, and we are there for it. Apart from the university, apart from this one, we wanted to spend for research point of view. So study well and produce papers. You can present to the international papers also. From this year onwards, I think from 25 to 26 year onwards, we have been giving 50 lakh rupees for each government medical colleges, and also I think I'll definitely will give for paramedical subjects like BS and also the allied specialties like physiotherapy. We'll encourage the research so that you people should come out. Apart from this, we had a recently EC meeting that sports also will encourage. I'm happy that most of you have participated intercollegiate meets and also. And this year, apart from the sports, I think recently I've gone to the Rajahmundry, JSL Rajahmundry, both women's and men's team we have conducted. I think we'll definitely go for this sports meet for these allied specialties. And also apart from the sports, we'll also have a cultural meet. So the cultural meet will provide, particularly this year, the NRI College of Guntur, Chinnakakin, they are doing for 3 days this one, where is we had a very beautiful dancers today, and of course they are from the different sections. But you physiotherapists or the nursing faculty, I think you should also be like, you can become a dancers, you can have a extracurricular activities like singing, quiz, and also the yoga competition and all. I think very soon we will have a notification. I think you can participate, those who got a talent. So the priority, and apart from this, we had we have been there from almost from 86. Initially it was there in the Siddhartha Medical College. I think for the past 20 years, we had 2.5 acres of land at just by the side of Government General Hospital, Siddhartha Medical College, the university. In future, we will have almost 25 to 50 acres of land will be allocated at New Amaravati, where we will have a beautiful structure. We will have a first of its kind of research block, the quantum physics and the AI technology, and also even because this contains apart from the medical and dental and allied specialties, we'll have a Ayush and all, everything will be in this one. We wanted to have a convention center where the national, international conferences can be conducted there. I think the reality, as our Honorable CM is very positive in his approach. We are also there to work along with him to upgrade the standards of the medical colleges and also the dental colleges and nursing colleges and allied specialties. And I am happy that I should congratulate the principal and also Prahalad, and having grown up from the year 2002 onwards, apart from like LVTG, I think this will have a very great future. I wish all very good luck, and I should thank all the staff members who have been training the students properly, getting 100% results. Thank you. Thank you one and all.
I will apply my knowledge and skills using sound professional judgment, evidence-based practice, and the highest standards of competence, ever striving for excellence in care. I will promote health, prevent injury, and alleviate suffering to the best of my ability, empowering patients to achieve optimal independence and quality of life. I will collaborate respectfully with colleagues, other healthcare professionals, and the community, advocating for equitable access to physiotherapy services. I will uphold the integrity of the profession, continuing my lifelong learning and contributing to its advancement for the benefit of the society. Thus, with this oath, I freely accept the sacred duties, ethical responsibilities, and profound rewards that accompany the practice of physiotherapy. May I always act in accordance with these principles, and may honor and fulfillment attend my professional life. If I keep this oath faithfully, may I enjoy the respect of my peers and the trust of those I serve. But if I forsake it, may the opposite befall me. Thank you.